Good morning, class. So this is Dr. Kenya Rispa, your lecturer for this unit about basic English grammar. So in this topic, the introductory part is this topic will give the competency of this level that students are able to use the following sentences, structure, patterns containing grammatical forms covered in these terms, such as English verbs, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, pronoun, preposition, conjunctions, and sentences and clauses. So, today lesson we shall talk about the nouns, and as you all know, we have from primary and secondary knowledge. We know what a noun is, and basically in primary we say noun is a naming word, so it gives its names places, things, and persons. So in this topic, we shall talk about nouns, different types of noun, and even how you can identify nouns in certain levels. So in this lecture, I want you to be keen because the same knowledge will apply back when you are going for your teaching practice and even how you will be teaching noun. So welcome to this lecture, and today we shall talk about noun. So a noun is a word or a word group that is used to name a person, place, a thing, or an idea. For example, so you have examples of persons. We have teacher. You have maybe your name, like maybe Dr. Rispa. We have mother, father. Those are the persons. Then examples of places. You have school. Maybe you can have university. Maybe the university, the ZTech University. Then you have maybe Johnson City Mall, and we can even give examples of places according even where you are. Then you have things, for example, book, desk. Maybe you can have laptop, maybe alarm, etc. Then ideas, you have the things that we cannot perceive by our own. We cannot perceive by our senses. For example, love, courage, wisdom, freedom, etc. So we have types of nouns. We have proper noun, for example, and a proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, thing, or idea, and begin with a capital letter. So we have said in this definition of a proper noun, it's the particular person, place, thing. And this particular is the specific name of a place, thing, or a person. For example, if it's for a person, we have George Washington. You can give your own examples. For example, if you are talking about a girl, the specific name of that girl is maybe Doreen. So the person in that name or the proper noun in that example, you have Doreen. So if the places, maybe we have United States of America, we have Kenya, we have maybe New York, you have maybe Egypt, so on and so forth. Things we have maybe a HP laptop, the specific type of an HP, and maybe the ideas you can maybe say Christianity and so on and so forth. And don't forget to give your own example. So the second type of noun, we have the common nouns. They're slightly different from the proper noun because you have said in the proper noun is the specific name of a place, thing, or a person, but here in the common noun is the general name of a place, thing, or person. For example, maybe you can talk about president. It's the general name of a person. For example, president. You don't know which country's president. You don't know if it is maybe the Kenyan president, maybe Dr. William Samoei Ruto. You don't know if it's the Iraq president. We don't know. It's the general name or the general term of a person. The general term of a place, for example, a country. You have not specified the country in which you're talking about. The general name of a thing, for example, a movie. Which type of movie are you talking about? If it is idea religion, you're not specific to which type of religion, because maybe it can be Christianity, it can be maybe Muslim, etc. So we go to the third type of a noun. We have the concrete noun. And the concrete noun, uh, they are nouns that can be perceived by our senses. And we have five types of senses. You can see, we have the sight, the sight, we have you can see, you can hear, you can smell, you can touch, you can see. So those are the five senses that we have, that you are being taught back in primary school. So when you're talking about the concrete noun, they are the ones that now we can be. They are the things that can be perceived by our senses. For example, photograph. You can see the photograph. If it is music, you can hear the music being played. If it is maybe the sound, you can feel the texture, so you can touch. If it is maybe uh, maybe a watch, you can feel you can see the watch, so and so on. The fourth type of nouns, I'm rushing because you already know the nouns that you have been taught back in high school. So the fourth one, you have the abstract. And the abstract, they are basically the vice versa, or the opposite of the concrete, because you have said concrete, they can be perceived by our senses, but now here in abstract nouns, they are the things that we cannot perceive by our senses. For example, love. Can you see love? Can you touch love? Can you hear love? But at least you can feel it. But the feeling uh, is not the part of senses that we have. Maybe fun, wisdom, Hinduism, etc. Number five, we have a collective noun. Collective noun is a word that means that names, sorry, is a word that names a group of things. For example, you have a committee of what, a team of what, alumni of what, a faculty of what. So basically, collective nouns, they give a collective, or rather they give a group of things. For example, if it is we say a bouquet of flowers and so on and so forth. And mostly in the collective nouns, we have the collective nouns, mostly use the phrases, the phrases that you have been taught back in high school. And these phrases, they will help you a lot in making the collective nouns. For example, if it is phrasal, maybe the phrasal quantifiers, for example, maybe, oh, you will give your own examples. Yeah, I'm just giving you a brief introduction, because you know the things that we'll be teaching back then. So a compound noun, and compound nouns are formed by joining two simple nouns together. For example, we have a noun, first noun, a boy, then a second noun, a friend. So it forms a one word, like boyfriend. So we have Iceland, we have the ice and land. Brother-in-law, we have brother-in-law. Then you have grasshopper, you have the grass and hopper. You can give your own examples. Maybe, for example, chalkboard, you have the chalk and board, girlfriend, etc. So I would like us to practice. So underline each noun in the sentences, double line the noun if it is a proper noun. So underline all nouns in this sentence. For example, so we are talking about the proper noun. So you have, when a volcano erupted in the Suda Strait in Indonesia, the whole world felt the effects. So in this sentence, we have the common noun and the proper noun. We say the proper noun, they are specific, whereas the common noun, they are just general. For example, the Suda Strait is the common noun, and the Indonesia is the common noun, because it's giving which country did the volcano erupt. So do question 2, example 2, 3, and 4 as well. So you have singular and plural nouns. So when a noun means one only, it is singular, and when they are many, they are plural. So examples, for example, boy, girl, book, church, box. These are the singular nouns. So we have the rules that guides the forms of the singular noun. So rule number one: the plural of nouns is usually formed by adding s to the singular noun. So, for example, if the singular noun is a lamb, so we'll add s to make it plural noun. For example, lamb, you say lambs. Cat, cats. Fork, forks. Flowers, flowers. Pen, pens. Rule number two: So nouns ending in s, z, x, sh, and ch form the plural by adding es. For example, you say moss, mosses, dish, dishes, church, churches, box, boxes. Give your own examples. Yeah. Because we have so in this exercise, tell the following nouns. Tell the following nouns if they are in singular or plural. For example, box, they're in singular or plural. Chair, lamps, axe, sketch, pencils, days, bush, star, tables, trees, owner, chairs, wagons, houses, and so on and so forth. So when you be watching this video, please kindly note from these examples, right, if they are singular or plural. We shall discuss in the next lesson. So rule number 3: nouns ending in y preceded by a consonant, the keyword is preceded by a consonant, are formed into a plural by adding y to by changing, sorry for that. Nouns ending with y preceded by a consonant are formed into plural by changing y. So you drop y, then you add ies. For example, lady. And we have said generally in this rule, for example, a lady, we have a consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. So if the word ends with y, and in this case you have the lady, but it is preceded by consonant, and the consonant in this case is d. So then you will drop y, then you add ies. For example, lady, lady, city, cities, army, armies, as you can see in the screen. So the exercise, we write the plural of the following ones. For example, baby, because for example, let me do the first example. Yeah, baby, the y is preceded by consonant b, so you drop y and ing, the ies, so it will be bies, babies. So do the practice the other examples. So rule number 4: nouns ending in y preceded by a vowel forms their plurals by adding s. So, for example, boy, we have y is preceded by a vowel o. So, you will, to make it to be plural noun, you will just add s. The other rule number 3, it was saying if it is preceded by a consonant, if the y is preceded by a consonant, you drop y, you add ies. For example, lady, and so on. But in this case, because now boy it's preceded, the y is preceded by the vowel o, you will add s only. For example, boy, boys, day, days. So you will do the following exercise. Now I did for day. Now if it is s, y is preceded by a vowel, so you will just add s, you will not drop y. And don't confuse the rule number 3 and 4, because you have the what's guiding you. If the y is preceded by a consonant, you drop y, you add I, yes, and if it is preceded by a vowel, you just add s. So rule number 5: most nouns ending in o preceded by a consonant are formed into plural by adding es. For example, hero, because it is okay, the word that ends with o preceded by a consonant, you add es in the word. For example, hero, heroes. Maybe tomato, tomatoes, you add es. So rule number 6: some nouns ending in f or fe are made plural by changing f or fe to ves. So you drop f or fe, then you add ves. For example, leaf, leaves, wife, wives, and so on. So rule number 6, we have an exemption of this rule number 6. So some nouns ending in f or fe forms their plural by adding s. For example, chief, chiefs, roof, roof. So you just know these rules. So you have a note here. There are some irregular plurals such as man, we have men, woman, women, ox, oxen, mouse, mice, goose, geese, and give your own examples. Yeah, and even you have others like some nouns have no singular such as scissors. You don't have any singular of scissors. Yeah, if it is one pair of scissors, we say a pair of scissors. We don't say a pair of scissors. So you take note on the nouns that they don't have the singular part of it. So you have tanks, etc, and trousers. We don't say a pair of trousers, but we say a pair of trousers. So some nouns are always singular. Some of these nouns may always be used in the plural. For example, gold, silver, wheat, news. Take note on news. Eh? What else? Maybe you have in compound nouns. If compound nouns are plural, form the plural with the first word. For example, son in law, we say sons in law. If it is daughter in law, we say daughters in law. You put the you make that word to be you make it to be plural by adding the first part of it. You just add s. Yeah. For example, if maid of honor, we say maids of honor. If it is Anthony General, we say Anthony's General, not Anthony Generous. We say Anthony Generous. Anthony's General, sorry. So let's summarize about nouns. So, mhm. So we'll have a song, a noun song for this as well. Next lesson, please go have this song. Try to come up with your own rhythm of this song. And after you come up with the rhythm, the first thing that I will do in the next lecture is we sing so that we can do it as a recap of what we have taught that the previous lesson. Yeah, that means this lesson. So I've said and I've done so. I wish you a good day ahead. Be ladies of honor and gentlemen of honor, and see you next lecture. Bye bye for now, and take care of yourself. Have a good day.